Shalom, shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, or Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawa Cup coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I want to go into this video. Well, this brother had done this video on this guy, and I've seen this guy before. I forgot what I don't remember his name, but I forgot what he had said before, or the first thing that I heard him say. But basically, it's just like one of those Edomites that just say some extreme, like, crazy shit or whatever. That's just all about, I wanna show you why. He was talking about if you are black, then you are not, or if you go to a black church, then you are not going to make it into heaven. That's basically what he was saying, because black people are terrible, black people are all this, evil, that, or whatever. So that was basically the first thing that I heard from this dude. I heard about this guy, and obviously, like me personally, I already know that not just the so-called black church, but also the white church as well, they are doomed for damnation unless they are Israelites, unless they repent. So as a result of that, I didn't really care, because I did kind of care in the sense of, like, he's just doing that to, like, what's the word, just to, like, say that black people, he's just trying to point out black people are evil, wicked, this, that, third, X, Y, and Z, and stuff like that, when in reality, with all the shit that he was talking about, I find it funny how he just glances over the reality of what Esau has done, and how Esau is the one that is, the worst people. Like, who's the one who went around raping, robbing, and murdering from not just here, the Native Americans, but so-called black people as well. So not just the so-called Native Americans, so-called black people, so-called Hispanics and stuff like that. South America, and who's the people that literally start a war with Iran when Iran has a history of not being involved in conflict, or more specifically, not instigating any sort of conflict. So for him to be saying this type of shit, it's like, it's so ironic to me, especially with not just their history, but what's actively going on right now, where even other nations can see, like, yo, we do not fuck with America's. And you know what the funny thing about that is, when Iran, in the first 2 weeks or whatever of DJT starting a war with Iran, the other nations were saying, we do not condone this behavior, and we are not going to support this. So if any American what's it called, drones or flight or whatever pass by Europe, they said that they were going to shoot it down and stuff like that. So they're already pissing all the other nations off, because the things that they were doing, it's not right. It's just not okay. It's unacceptable, and everyone realizes how evil, wrong, and messed up that is. Hence why, they went out of their way to call him out on that. All right. So with that being said, I want to get into these precepts. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And this is the first part where, because Esau is still in power, because Yahawadah didn't put fire to Esau's ass, alright, for the things that he's done. all right, because Esau seemingly, quote unquote, seemingly, all right, gotten away with all the evil and injustices that he's done. He thinks that he's in the right. He thinks that he's fine. He thinks that they're the righteous, great, upstanding nation. When in reality, YAHAWAH, he's letting all their evil snowball so that they will face a harsher judgment all at once for everything that they've done, and things are only getting worse. All right, we see that things are only getting worse. Things are not getting better. All right, and that extends not just to us Israelites, but just everyone in general. Everyone in Babylon in general, where things are not getting any easier. The economy is getting worse. The rich are getting richer while the poor get poorer. Even the middle class, as per what I've heard from TikTok and stuff, even the middle class, they're starting to say that, oh well, now as a middle class person, I'm the poor. Like, and even then, to add on to that, they said the wealth gap, the percentages of how much wealth the rich have compared to the poor, it only got worse and more into the favor of the rich. All right, like I think it was like 4% for the poor that had wealth or had stuff, and then it changed from 4% to now 2%, 2 point something percent. I don't remember the exact percent, but some Edomite looking woman basically did a video explaining it. So yeah, that was basically what was going on. And again, because you have these Edomites that just run the world, they just don't care about, they're willing to allow themselves to get fucked over, because only if primarily, keyword primarily, Jake and all the other nations also suffer. And as a result of that, because even with the laws that they put in place, like what's it called, affirmative action, DEI, and all that stuff, so-called black people don't exclusively benefit from that. It's literally everyone else. Any and all laws that Esau has put in place, it has been to the benefit of literally everyone. Everyone may benefit from stuff like that. So again, it's just like they didn't do anything to right their wrong or to apologize or exclusively help us out. It's just really, and even then, I believe the percentage was 50% plus of people that are on food stamps in America are Edomites. It's like they're saying that so-called black people, women are the welfare queens, when in reality it's the so-called white women. They're the ones that primarily, like, Slovakia, I know I'm rambling, but it's just so baffling to me. And I'm not even mad. I really don't care that much, but I do care that there's just so much evidence that genuinely proves people like this wrong, yet they just don't care, and then they're so arrogant and wrong at the same time. Like, they talk so much trash just to be wrong. Like, there's nothing that goes outside of that. Like you're just flat out wrong. Like, really, literally, you're wrong. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pay them not. And this is the thing here where, this man, he is literally just excusing all the stuff that Esau has done. And that's just been a trend where white guilt has turned from white guilt into, I don't know, what's it called, a white justification. I don't know, where they just put all their efforts into justifying why what they did was okay, justifying why they're allowed to do the stuff that they did. but it's not. But it's not. It's not bad. I mean, it is bad, of course, but it's not bad to them because they're the ones that did it. So let's actually get that over here. Psalm 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So they don't have to face the consequences of their actions like other people do. Like, so if Jake does something worse, for a real life example, if Jake robs a store for less than $100, then they can get as a matter of fact, let me just Google it. How many years So if you in the United States, robbing a convenience store is a felony that typically carries sentence to 2 to 20 years in prison. And now the thing here is that if a Jake robs a convenience store, all right, then they would more than likely get the max sentence, because that's basically what these judges do. They always try to push for the highest, harshest sentence on Jake. Literally look that up. You can literally check, verify if that's true. The next thing is if these Edomite people in these top positions, if they do successfully defraud and steal millions of dollars, all right, this person, people that steal from convenience stores, they're getting $100, $200, a couple $100. All right, let's just say max $500. All right, just for the hell of it. I highly doubt that that's the case, but let's just say for the sake of it. And then, for these people, these major companies and stuff like that, these politicians, when they go and steal thousands and millions of dollars, what do they get? Just give them house arrest, give them this, that, and a third, or 2 years and stuff like that. Like, what was that dude even? Jeffrey Epstein. How many years was he even supposed to be serving that he barely got any sort of punishment? All right, it's like we're not playing by the same rules. We're in the same place, but we're not playing by the same rules. And they've made it abundantly clear. They've shown you so many times. Anyway, continuing on. Zechariah chapter 1 verse 15, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Basically, with Esau, Edom, with our judgment, more specifically, the judgment of the Israelites, we were supposed to go through stuff, yes, but it wasn't supposed to be as like intense. It's like Esau went and took it way too far. He's just malicious, over the top evil. All right. Hence this over the top ass thing, and then you have this justification on why it's fine because this, that, and the third, or whatever. All right. Daniel chapter 12 verse 10, many shall be purified, made white, and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. This is what has been going on actually, where this dude is over here justifying why what America did is okay, why they are fine. They're still these great people who are this wonderful Christian, God-fearing nation, whatever, and he's still like justifying. He's still trying to make them seem like the good guys when so many people are already beyond notice that they're the bad guys. And in his mind, he actually does believe, just like in all of their minds, they actually do believe that they are the good guys, when in actuality they're not. They are so delusional that they just can't fathom or comprehend being the bad guys. All right, even though they so desperately want to be the good guys. But that's the thing. Let's actually get this. John 8 verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And this is what that guy and the rest of these of his kind are, liars, because all they do is lie and find ways to justify why what they did was okay when it's not. All right, they're just evil. They're the wicked for a reason. All right, but again, they're keep on trying to push. You keep on trying to say a lie until it just catches on and sticks, and that's what they're doing. Proverbs 18 verse 17, he that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. And this is the thing here where oh, I see what happened. Basically, the thing here is that he is coming at it from his own perspective, so there's no fault. He didn't see any fault in himself. He only sees, oh, look at the other people, look at this, then a third, or look at what we have to deal with now as a result of it. Look at how raging and destructive so-called black people are. So it was justified retrospectively. All right, even though they you know, when it comes, I did multiple videos. I'm not gonna get it again, but there was this video that this one Edomite looking woman did. She basically showed that lead paint, which was used in the ghettos, it gets into people's systems and makes people more violent, and that contributed to a lot of Jake's violent behavior. And it also stunts, what's the word, what's that thing called, like learning, like it stops people from being stops us from being able to learn properly. It was banned many years ago, but they just never fixed it. They never cleaned the lead paint and stuff like that. They just left it as is. So you still have lead paint that's destroying our people. All right, and this was done by Esau Edom, and yet again, like, oh, look at how violent they are. They make us violent. They put us in these terrible positions, and then they point the finger at us and say, oh, these black people are the worst thing ever. X, Y, and Z. They're so evil and violent and stuff like that. While they're the literal direct reason as to why we're in the situation that we're in and why we do what we do. Parts of it. And then everyone knows, you know, they put guns in the freaking in the hood anyway to make Jake kill each other. Anyway, with that, I pray the system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, YAHAWASHI, SHAMAIWAN, double honor to the elders and apostles, great most son of God, Shalom.